Thank you for bringing back the joy. And I want all of you to hold this, and don't ever underestimate the power of this. She does it all with a sense of joy.
Now, Donald Trump has a different plan. I love you back, by the way. Thank you.
I love you back.
Donald Trump has a different plan. So just Google Project 2025. Now we're at a place of higher learning, so I must say, I can't believe they put that thing in writing. I really can't. They put it in writing, they bound it, like they bound it and handed it out. So look, we read it, right? It's a detailed and dangerous blueprint for what he will do if he is elected president. You know, I've said many times, you've heard me say, Donald Trump is an unserious man, and the consequences of him ever getting his foot back in the Oval Office are brutally serious. Brutally serious. So Donald Trump, right? That's why we're here together, and we're here because we know we got work to do still. Donald Trump will give billionaires and corporations massive tax cuts. He will cut Social Security and Medicare. He will get rid of the $35 cap on insulin for seniors. He will make it easier for companies to, check this out, he will make it easier for companies to deny overtime pay for workers, and will impose what I have named a Trump sales tax, because essentially he plans on putting a 20% tax, if not higher, on everyday basic necessities, which economists have estimated will cost the average American $4,000 more a year. And on top of all of this, Donald Trump intends to end the Affordable Care Act. And he has no plan to replace it. You guys watched the debate. He has, quote, concepts of a plan. Concepts. So much is on the line in this election. You all know that. Again, that's why you're here. And this is not 2016 or 2020. The stakes are even higher, because a few months ago, the United States Supreme Court told the former president he is effectively immune no matter what he does in the White House. Now think about that. Think about that. Just imagine Donald Trump with no guardrails, right? He who has vowed, if re-elected, he will be a dictator on day one. He who has called for the, quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States of America. And let us be very clear. Someone who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again. Never again. Never again. And then consider the comments that he made just in the last few days, because he's got more. He said he will target and punish those who disagree with him or refuse to bend to his will. He calls these Americans the enemy within, and says that he would use the American military to go after American citizens. Journalists whose stories he doesn't like. Nonpartisan election officials who refuse to cheat by finding a few extra votes for him. Judges who insist on following the law instead of following him. It is for reasons like these that General Mark Milley, the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Donald Trump's top general, has called Trump, and I quote, fascist to the core. And it is clear Donald Trump is increasingly unstable and unhinged, and will stop at nothing to claim unchecked power for himself. He wants to send the military after American citizens. He wants to prevent women from making decisions about their own body. He wants to threaten fundamental freedoms and rights like the freedom to vote, the freedom to be safe from gun violence, to breathe clean air and drink clean water, and the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. So much is on the line in this election. So much is on the line.
I want to be standing in that day in November when we're playing for the big one, and I'll take us. And again, keep hammering on these guys. This idea of calling them out for who they are, shrink them. Is he a danger to society? Yes. Is he a danger to women's health? Yes. Is he a danger to world peace? Yes. But don't give him more credit than he needs. He's just a strange, weird dude, as we've been saying. How often in 100 days do you get to do something that's going to impact generations to come? And how often in the world do you make that bastard wake up afterwards and know that a black woman kicked his ass and sent him on the road? And you know that's something that guy's going to have to live with for the rest of his life.
If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.